welcome back to the Fearless and Fabulous podcast. And you know what? It is international reach in this podcast. It's so exciting. Today, I have my first guest from Australia. Right now, as recording, it is late afternoon where I live in Virginia, and it is morning over there. It's actually Saturday morning where she is. Welcome, Nilu, to the podcast. Hi, Nilu.
Hi, thank you so much. Thank you for the lovely introduction. Thank you for having me, your podcast, Fearless and Fabulous. Uh,
Well, thank you for being with us and being up nice and early to talk with the audience.
yeah, it's 8 a.m. here. It's Melbourne time. Yes.
Yes. So I want you to, give us your introduction. Tell us, all about this title that you're wearing with a beautiful tiara on
Oh,
your
yeah.
head, and tell us what
Right.
makes Nilu Nilu.
Yes, my name is Nilu. I live in Australia. My state is Victoria State, and my city is Ballarat. Ballarat is everyone knows Melbourne, whereas Melbourne is the main city in Victoria. So I live in a regional area, like 1.5 hours drive from the Melbourne. So it's a regional town. I'm one of the national finalists for Australia Galaxy pageants competing under Mrs. Division. I'm competing for the national pageant. National pageant will be on the Sydney, late April actually. If I talk about myself, I'm an MBA graduate from the Victoria University in Australia. In addition to that, I worked as a banker nearly a decade. And I'm an entrepreneur for recruitment healthcare agency, and I recently launched my business. And in addition to that,
Well, you're a mom.
yeah, yeah, that's right. I have a beautiful family, and my husband is a general practitioner. And I'm a mother of twins, and now they are 5 years old. And I have a couple of hobbies as well. I have a fitness routine, and I do for myself. Yeah, I have my own fitness routine. I run a YouTube channel,
Ooh,
and in addition to that, I love to do my volunteering activities in my hometown. I do so many volunteering activities here. I partnered with Gidget Foundation Australia, that is non-profit organization in Australia, because I'm a survivor from the postpartum depression and anxiety. And so that is the main reason I joined with them. In addition to that, I started my own legacy project called Empowering Mothers. And I have my own podcast called Empowering Mothers, just to serve the mothers,
wow.
just to talk about their motherhood stories and postpartum journeys. And I have my own business, and my personal goal is want to be a successful businesswoman within next 5 years. In addition to that, I would like to continue my ongoing volunteering activities for my hometown, and just to continue my Empowering Mothers platform to serve the mothers. As a summary,
Wow.
that's all about me. Yes.
Well, my goodness, you are a busy, busy woman. You wear many hats, and but it goes to show that women, we do so many amazing things, and we I don't think we fully appreciate what all we're doing until, I don't know about you, but until I say it out loud, I'm like, wow, I do a lot. uh, right? You sometimes wonder, like, how do I handle it all? Plus have, a family and a regular life. Uh, so empowering mothers, this is, something that, is near and dear to your heart. Can you tell us about your journey to creating this platform? Because you are a mother of twins and
Yes, that's right.
you dealt with postpartum depression. Can you tell us about that experience?
Yeah, experience actually, I delivered my twins on 2019 November actually. So after that, because my pregnancy, it's very smooth, no nausea, no vomiting, there's no any complication in my entire pregnancy. So what has happened after delivering my twins on 2019 November actually, I had to wait my hospital, I think nearly 10 days
Mhm.
hospital, because after 1 month after delivering my twins, the all became complicated because so I couldn't sleep. So because of the stress and everything, I couldn't breastfeed. The entire milk production got ceased. And sometimes it's like a mood disorder, like so the my in addition to my case, my baby sleeping pattern also changed. They also never slept at least 1 hour at a stretch, and my tears flowed without any reason because my husband is a super supportive because he's a general practitioner, and my mom also lived with me those days. But I felt like I was so alone,
Mm.
and like there's not. It felt like it's like helpless. And so my husband, he understood my condition and he referred me to a psychologist because he's a
Good.
doctor. He knows the condition well. So after referring to my psychologist, so what we do is we mutually agree to continue my day-to-day routine because my condition is not that much of a. Luckily, I didn't have my suicidal thoughts. There's no nothing. So it's like a mood disorder, so I couldn't do anything. I was so shy to face anyone. I was so shy to face the society. So I never talked to anyone. So I don't like to face anyone. It's like no interest at all. I couldn't continue my normal day-to-day routine at least. So I was so active person before delivering my twins. I worked as a banker, and after that, I'm so active person. I did so many community activities, and so, but I couldn't do anything after delivering my twins. There's no like, it's completely a opposite person. So
Mm.
after that, with my psychologist, we had few sessions, I think 7, 8 sessions with her. So we mutually agreed to continue my normal day-to-day routine. What I did was, I didn't want any medication, but it's depend on the person to person. So
Right.
what she wanted me to do is, she wanted me to continue my normal day-to-day routine. So I went to Pilates classes, I did yoga, meditations, I went to yoga classes, and each and every day I had a positive conversation with someone, like some days with my mom, some days with my husband and best friends. So I had a meaningful conversation each and every midday. I had a nap time because sleeping is very important, because
Mm.
it's very important to refresh our mind. So something like the simple steps I did. I watched my favorite movies, teledramas, and so slowly, step by step, I get into the track. So like after 6, 7 months, after I did 6 months, so I became a normal person with the right support from my family, because the family support is so important, because I
Yeah.
got that support from my husband, my mom, and my close friends, and the psychologist. So the most mothers, they don't want to get the help. They
Yeah.
always think about that seeking a help is a weakness, because it's not like that. Seeking help is a strength. Yes.
Right.
As a summary,
Right.
that's my story. Yes.
First of all, I'm so glad that your husband was able to recognize something was not right
Yeah.
with
Yeah.
you and helped you, and got you to someone who could
Hmm.
help you out.
Yeah. Yeah.
So, but not everyone has, a person in their family who has medical training and recognizes
Hmm.
something is wrong.
Hmm. Yeah.
So, have you learned, I don't know, maybe through your work with your volunteering and with your platform, have you learned how to let women know when they should go
Yeah.
seek help? Like, what are some signs they should be aware of?
Yeah, because after becoming a normal person, so I thought I have to speak out, because most of the mothers, they think that we have to do everything by ourselves. We don't
Mm.
need to get the support from others, because some of the things like, so I think most of the women, because of the cultural traditions, the traditional myths, like the personal beliefs, because I'm also originally from the Asian, South Asian background. So we always think about that. I also did the same mistake. So we have to do everything by ourselves. So we never ask help from the others. Most of the mothers, most of the women, they think that seeking a help is a weakness. So
Yeah.
I think that may be the reason. So what I did was, so after that I joined with the Gidget Foundation Australia. It is a non-profit organization in Australia. They have a counseling session, free consultation session up to 10. So I published my story in public with my healing process, with my, it's a
Mm,
simple step. So I published entire my story with them. So after that, I got so many opportunities with several organizations which I published my story. So after that, 2 years ago, I started my legacy project called Empowering Mothers. I did 25 ways of methods to help new mothers and families. It's like a 25 methods. Most of the younger generation, they don't have clear idea about how to help the new moms. They wanted to help, but
right.
they don't know how to help. So because of that reason, I started 25 ways of methods. Already introduced. I'm just doing each and every steps how to implement it in a practical way. Just to be clear that I'm not a medical professional or a
Yeah.
psychologist, so I'm telling everything by my own experience and my deep research. So I introduced that 25 ways of methods. So after that, as a national finalist for Australia Galaxy Pageant, I started my podcast as well, because I strongly believe that if we can, as a mothers, if we can share our story, our lived experiences, and our healing processes with in front of the public, so it will be more beneficial to the other mothers as well, because most of the mothers, they don't want to talk about.
Yeah.
I don't know if it is a cultural stigma or the traditional barriers. The women, most of the time, they don't want to talk about their issues in public, because of that reason, I started my pageant platform, Empowering Mothers. But it started long time ago. Suddenly, it became a pageant platform after joining pageants. Yes.
Well, and I think the thing is, like, I think you've made a really good point is that I think not just mothers, but I think women in general tend to
Hmm.
feel like uh I need to take care of this myself. I
Hmm.
don't need other people to help me
Hmm. Hmm.
because I know sometimes, especially those of us who are very high functioning
Hmm.
people that are involved in a lot
Yes.
of things, that we don't want to look like that we're weak or we're not able
Hmm.
to handle things. So I can
Hmm.
only imagine, like in your
Hmm.
case and other women, like
Hmm.
you, who are
Hmm.
dealing with postpartum depression,
Yeah.
that it must feel especially difficult when you feel
Hmm.
like I need to take care of all these things, but my
Yes.
mind is not letting me do this. So
Yes.
I love that you have a podcast where you have women who are talking about their own struggles, because one of the things that's a central theme for mine here is if you can't see her, you can't be here. And
Yeah.
seeing people who are going through the same thing, I think
Hmm.
helps all of us to feel less alone.
Yeah. Yeah. That's true. Yes. Yeah. I think if we can, I request all the mothers around the world, just share your lived experiences with us. Share your lived experiences, your uh, thoughts, and everything. It will
Mhm.
be one day. It will be benefit to your other mothers as well. Yes.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
So tell us about how did you get started in pageants? Is this the
Uh,
first pageant you've done, or have you been doing
uh,
some before this title?
No, no. It's my first pageant is I did some pageants. Before getting married, also I participated some pageants, so I became top six as well those days. And after that, Mrs. Pageant, the last year, I represented Australia on international stage. I went to Las Vegas, America. That's my first title is Mrs. Australia World 2023. The last year, January, yeah, I went to Las Vegas, America to represent Australia. That was my very, very
Um,
international pageant. Unfortunately, I couldn't have much time to prepare 2.5 months. I had not like this time. So, but I got so many opportunities. So I had a extreme shyness and phobia to walk on the stage. So I achieved that thing
Good for
after
you.
participating that pageant. So because the Las Vegas, it's actually I performed on Presley stage, the legendary Elvis Presley stage. We had to perform,
Oh,
but it's a
wow.
golden opportunity. Yes, it's a golden opportunity. for me. So the experience was amazing. So that's amazing thing. So this is my third pageant. Yes, this is a national pageant. This is a little bit different from the other pageants. It's a
Hmm.
community-based pageant, Australia Galaxy pageants. And the late April, we have our nationals. It's mainly Australia pageant is a little bit different because they empower young women and girls to be the best version of themselves through like confidence building, personal development, and community involvement. We have our four main divisions. I'm competing under Mrs. We
Yeah.
have another Miss Division, MS Division, Teen Miss Division. We have four. Yeah.
Oh, fantastic. So there's a wide range of ages being
Yes,
represented.
that's not the important thing is we don't have any height requirement, weight requirement. There's no cultural backgrounds, no marital status, no upper age limit. Anyone can participate the pageants. The international pageant is it's called Galaxy
Hmm.
International. So I'm competing for the national pageant here in Australia, Galaxy pageant. It's very important. Most of the pageants they have certain height weight requirements.
Right,
Here it's very different, so anyone can participate because most of the women still they are struggling with some of the barriers they have.
right.
They think about their skin colors and their height and weight requirement, but it's good.
Yeah.
My advice is if you can just go for a pageant because I spent last 6 months, I think I participated nearly 30 appearances, so I developed my confidence. I always wanted to develop my confidence level and master my public speaking skills. So I participated live radio interviews. I went to volunteering activity. So the past 6 months, I developed my confidence level. It's uh, it's it's a massive level. I developed my ma speaking skills, public
Hmm.
speaking skills. So I always wanted to do that. So I achieved it. Yeah.
Good for
Although we have
you.
only 6 weeks for the national pageant, that is the very, very important. Not like the other pageants. It is a community-based pageant. So I didn't get that opportunity from my last pageant. So that's why I always wanted to participate this pageant.
And I think that is so important
Hmm.
because I think many times when people watch pageants, they just are really
Hmm.
focused on the look, like the
Yes.
dresses and the
Yeah.
walk,
Yeah.
and I
They don't
call
see the positive side of the pageants. Yeah.
right, right. And there's absolutely nothing wrong, with
Hmm.
learning how to present yourself, at your very
Hmm.
best, know how to walk and knowing what looks good on you. I think that's great, but being able to present yourself as a person with, different skills and talents and what you believe and what
Hmm.
you want to give to your community. I think those are the things that really make
Hmm.
a woman intriguing and what makes her a queen. And I'm so
Hmm.
glad to hear
Yeah.
that Galaxy Pageants is doing that for you.
Yes. Yeah. Yeah. Most of this, people are arguing us, the criticizing the pageants.
Mm,
The modern pageantry is a little bit different from the traditional pageants. They don't see the positive side of the pageants. They always talk about the glitz and glamour and everything because the pageant contestants they thought like the influencers, but it's wrong because we are the advocates, we are the community pillars. We do so many things like we do community activities, volunteering activities. So most of the people they don't see that I have development. Personally, I developed my confidence level. I didn't have this much of a confidence before joining these pageants. So we do everything balancing with other things as well because most of the
right.
people they think the pageants are only for the single women. It's not like that. So the mothers and every women can participate the pageant. So we have own pageant platforms, right? I'm talking about my postpartum depression story, and I'm advocating for the perinatal mental health week. So there's so many queens, pageant delegates, they talk about their passions. It's different from the traditional pageants. The modern pageantry is a little bit different. Still, the people think that the pageants are only for the single individuals, not
Right.
like whether it's we have to change that mindset. Yes.
Yeah. I totally agree. I think it's gradually getting there. I
Yeah.
think there's a little more awareness that
Mm.
pageants isn't just for, a certain age
Mm.
or, like you said, a certain height or
Yes.
weight. Like, for
Yeah.
example, I'm an international title holder for Miss
Yeah.
Voluptuous Pageants.
Mm.
So, that's an international pageant that celebrates women who are uh, a certain size and up.
Yeah.
It's for
Mm.
curvier women. Now, granted,
Oh,
it's
right.
it's not the same where with your system, you could be any size and join it, right?
Yes, that's right.
But I have found that sometimes it's good to have some pageants for women who aren't normally
Mm.
represented, like the curvy women or women of color or
Mm.
women with certain disabilities. So I
Mm.
think that's important that all women are shown in a positive light and through various
Mm.
systems.
Mm. Yeah. Yeah, that's true. Yes. Not only the pageants, I think most of the other fields also, the women are not, they don't give priority for the women with curvy, as you said, it's curvy women, and like the dark skin tone women, and they don't want to show that type of a women in the leading roles. Just think about the movies in the Hollywood movies. they,
Right,
they still
right.
they still select the women's only for the skin, light skin people, and they don't give, most of the time, they don't want to highlight the dark skin people, plus size women, the women who is wearing traditional attires, right, saris and hijabs. They don't want to focus on that thing, women. Uh,
Yeah, it's
yeah.
like I will say, at least for Western culture, I mean, I see more representation, but there's still a long way to go. I mean, we
Yeah.
still need more,
Yeah.
but I think the thing is, especially, with women like us who are challenging ourselves to step out of our
Yes.
boxes and be seen and be heard,
Yeah.
it's allowing others behind us to see what's
Yeah.
possible. And
Yeah.
I really appreciate what you said, how you felt very shy and not that confident when you started doing pageants. So let me ask you this, since we're talking about being fearless and fabulous.
Yeah.
Uh, what, what, at what point did you finally start feeling more confident in your speaking abilities? Was there a moment, or was it just something that just sort of clicked for you? What did you have to do to get through that fear?
What's that? It's
Like, what did you do in order to get through your shyness, your fear of
right.
public
Yeah.
speaking?
It's like this, like before joining the pageant, I was in my childhood days, I'm in the school days also, I was so shy girl. So after that, I got a chance to join with the public bank. So I worked there nearly 10 years. So I got a leading banking role. I think it's like it's a banking officer role. So
Okay.
suddenly, so I had to participate. I had to deal with the international clients as well. So I improved my confidence level and my speaking abilities. So after that, I joined pageants as well. That's another milestone. So I developed my confidence level, especially for the participate in community events, community activities. I always educate the other peoples about the pageants and everything. So the participating community events and the participate in radio interviews and my job, the banking career. So after that, I started my own business. So all those things, I gradually continued my
Yeah.
confidence levels and my shyness and everything, my speaking skills. So I developed I participated some of the bigger events as well, like the 8,000. Sometimes I met 8,000 people in a event like the Christmas event, especially that I have to talk to that people. So the gradually I developed my confidence level, I refined my master my public speaking skills. That is how it happened. Yes.
And it's so true. You have to put yourself out there.
Yeah.
And the truth is, you may still feel at heart as more of a
Mm,
shyer person,
mm,
but being able to express yourself, uh,
mm,
I think is so, necessary. Uh,
Mm.
my husband, he is an introvert. He
Oh, okay.
prefers to be more alone than among a lot of
Oh,
people.
yeah.
But he had one of his jobs had him start training a lot of people, and so he had to talk
Okay.
a lot. So he
Right.
learned how to
Mm.
be more open with other people.
Right.
But at
Yes,
heart,
that's right.
he is still more of an introvert, and he needs that recharging time.
Yes.
So let me
Yeah,
ask
that's
you
true.
this, Nilu. How do you balance being a mom to twins
Mm.
and a business entrepreneur and you're
Yes.
volunteering and being a pageant queen? Like, how do you balance that without
Yes.
getting burned
Yeah.
out?
Right. It's a balance. It's like this. I have my own routine actually. So the every morning normally I wake up around 6 to 6:30. So after that I'm getting ready and I have to send my kids to the school. So my husband is also a very busy person because he's a doctor.
Hmm.
And so I allocated like the my time. So every 2 days I go for the my body pump class, fitness class, just for my
Hmm.
self care. So in addition to that, some days, but because these days I'm so busy, I have only 6 weeks to my national pageant. So some days I have 2 or 3 volunteering or any media appearances, 2 or 3 appearances per week. So anyway, I try to continue my fitness routine as well. 2 days I go for the body pump class here in my hometown. So in addition to that, for the business, it's my business. I recently launched it. That sometimes I work for the 2 hours or 3 hours, if not sometimes 4 hours per day. So in addition to that, so I do most of the time meditations for the night
Yeah.
and just to calm myself. So the evening times, it's all I'm spending with my kids and my family. So I have to read, and they are just 5 years old. They just started schooling, so it's and I have time allocated. Yeah, each yeah yeah.
And I think the thing is, I think a lot of women have to remember is that you cannot pour from an empty cup. That
Mm,
you, in order to fill other people up, you have to fill
mm,
yourself
yeah.
up first.
Yeah, right.
And it sounds like you're very good at that, that you realize that
Mm,
you need that self-care, you need that time for yourself to do things
mm,
that make you feel better. Because
mm.
if you're not feeling at your best, if you're
That's
burnt
true.
out, how can you be
Mm,
there for other people? I mean,
that's true.
it's really hard
Yeah.
to be able to do that. So
Yeah.
good for you for, putting your self-care, as
Yeah.
something
Self-care is
important to do.
important. Yes. Yes.
Yeah. Well, we are almost out of time, believe it or not, but I want
Yeah.
to ask
Right.
you this
Yeah.
before I let you go.
Mm.
I always ask my guests, what is something that you do that makes you feel fabulous? What is something that makes you just feel amazing?
Yeah, one thing I do to feel fabulous, it's taking time for self-care and self-expression. So if we love ourselves, so we can, it's like it's feel as a busy mom, entrepreneur, and advocate. It's easy to put myself last, but I have learned that feeling good about myself helps me to show up stronger for others because self-love, self-care is, I told you earlier as well. I love to, it's like I do fitness activities. I have my own fitness routine. 2 days I go for the body pump class. That's my main thing for the self-care. In addition to that, I always love to try new fashions. In
Hmm.
addition to that, so I always dressing up in outfit that makes me feel confident like parties. And so I always love to show my true authenticity, like the true how I unique from the every others. So something like that. I always in addition to that, I always love to participate pageants, and I have my own YouTube channel, and I have my own podcast, and I do everything to just to develop my confidence, and everything comes from the self-care. And I think doing things that makes me feel strong and beautiful inside and out. And the fabulous means self-care is the first priority I'm giving. In addition to that, I love to try fashions and everything, the makeup thing. So that's why I'm participating in the pageants. Yeah, self-love and self-expression to make me feel fabulous. Yes.
You said it. You said it.
Yeah.
As you're telling me all about that, I'm like, yes, that's me too. Like when
Mm.
I put on my makeup, or if I put on an outfit that makes me feel
Outfits.
great, and doing activities that either make my body feel better or clear my mind, those are
Yes.
things that
Yeah.
just make me feel my absolute best.
Mm.
Well, Nilu, you are amazing. You're
Thank you
just
so
such an
much.
inspiration. And I'm going to link your social media to
Yeah.
our
Mm.
podcast.
Mm.
And when this goes live, I'll have all the links so that people can follow you and they can find out more
Mm.
how to navigate
Mm.
issues with uh, postmenopausal, not menopausal,
Yeah.
my goodness. I'm sorry. I that's where I am right now. I'm menopausal. So sometimes I get mixed up when I'm going
Yeah.
through that. But dealing with postpartum depression, that's what I was
Yeah.
trying to say.
Yeah. Uh,
And help out other moms who may be struggling. So
yeah.
I thank you so much. And I appreciate you
Thank you
being
so
here to
much.
talk
Yeah.
with my
Yeah.
viewers.
It was very nice to chat with you. Thank you so much for having me. Yeah,
Thank
thank you so
you.
much. Really appreciate your talk.
And thank you all for joining us at the Fearless and Fabulous podcast. It's a space for women to thrive no matter their age or size. And I hope you'll come back here. Remember to like, subscribe, and share this episode with a friend if you think that she can benefit from it. Take care now.
Thank you.